The iPhone 5s was announced and released back in 2013, but even though this phone is nearly 2 years old, it's definitely a phone which is still relevant in the smartphone market. Now we have Samsung on the other hand, which is known for pretty much flooding the market with a range of smartphones, but is still one of the leading manufacturers in the world of technology. They recently just launched the Samsung Galaxy A5, which is classed as a mid-range device but features some specs of a high-end phone. So in this video today guys, I'm going to be comparing the iPhone 5s, the phone of 2013, up against the Samsung Galaxy A5, the mid-range device which is said to blow out some high-end phones out there off the market. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start this off with the iPhone 5s. Now the iPhone 5s was released back in 2013, I believe it was the month of September. The handset was praised for its build quality, for its speed, and the camera. Now the build quality, why it was praised is because the iPhone 5s has a aluminium build and it's also very light. Now in terms of weight, the handset weighs 112 grams and it is 7.6 millimeters thick, so it's not that thick and it's really a light handset. Now it is the first iPhone to feature the Touch ID technology, which you can now find on a range of handsets, so that did separate it from all the other phones that was out there on the market at that particular time. Now in terms of the Samsung Galaxy A5, now that was released in the month of December 2014. It is praised also for its build quality because the build quality aspect was taken from the Samsung Galaxy Alpha, which we all love. The handset is 6.7 millimeters thick, so it's very thin, thinner than the iPhone 6. It weighs in at 123 grams, so in terms of weight, you definitely notice the difference between the A5 and the 5s. But in terms of build quality all around, the Samsung Galaxy A5 and the iPhone 5s is pretty much up there, and I will definitely praise Samsung because they have now, they're slowly moving away from that plastic build and they're going into the aluminium type of handsets now. Now in terms of the display, the iPhone 5s features a 4-inch LED backlit display with a pixel resolution of 640 by 1136 and a PPI of 326. It also has the Corning Gorilla Glass for screen protection, so if you're looking for a phone with good screen protection, the iPhone 5s is definitely one of the best that you're going to find. In terms of the Samsung Galaxy A5, it also features a very nice display. It is a 5-inch Super AMOLED display, so you're definitely going to see the difference in terms of size, and the technology is slightly different because it's LED backlit versus Super AMOLED. Super AMOLED is rich in contrast and it gives you a more sharper, I would say, resolution over LED backlit, which is sometimes look washed out. A pixel resolution of 720 can be found on the Samsung Galaxy A5 with a PPI of 294, and it also features the Corning Gorilla Glass for screen protection, so both the iPhone 5s and the Samsung Galaxy A5 are good to go in terms of screen protection. Now some are going to like the Super AMOLED over the LED backlit, and some are going to like the LED backlit over the Super AMOLED. Plus you also get a bigger display on the Samsung Galaxy A5, so that's always something to consider. If you're looking for a bigger type of device, definitely go ahead and get the A5, but if you're looking for something that's really compact, then the iPhone 5s will be the perfect choice for you because of that 4-inch display. Now going into the performance aspect, I'll start this off with the A5. Now the Samsung Galaxy A5 is running a quad-core processor which is clocked in at 1.2 GHz. It features the Adreno 306 GPU for gameplay, 16 GB of internal storage which can also be expanded to 64 GB, and it also features 2 GB of RAM, a non-removable 2300 mAh battery, in comparison to the iPhone 5s, which features a dual-core 1.3 GHz processor, Apple A7 64-bit chipset, a quad-core graphics card. The handset does not give you the option for a micro SD card, but it does come in 3 different variants in 16 GB, 32 and 64, and it also features 1 GB of RAM, which is more than enough for an iPhone because the software is not as heavy as TouchWiz or Android. Now in terms of performance, this is where it's going to get tricky. Now I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. I've used certain Samsung devices, and based on my experience with them, they're phones that will last you a little while, but I don't think it will last you as long as an iPhone. Now the reason why I say that is because I find TouchWiz to be a bit overwhelming in comparison to something like the iPhone. The iPhone is known for simplicity. Their operating system, their user face is simple, it's easy to use, and because of that reason, the phone would, for me anyway, it would last you a longer time. Now TouchWiz on the other hand, there's just too much going on for me. I have the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 now, and I hardly use that phone only because of TouchWiz. And now you're probably going to say, Corey, you're stupid, why don't you just put a launcher on it and all of that? But the thing is, I also use the Sony Xperia Z3 and I don't have to put a launcher on it because Sony, they don't overbloat your phone with features and functions that you're never going to use, and I find that Samsung is pretty much known for this. So in terms of performance, I would probably have to give it to the iPhone 5s here, simply because they don't overbloat their handsets with features and functions that you never use, and I find that Samsung, they do this too often. Now the Samsung Galaxy A5, I know it's not going to feature all the features and functions that you can find on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 or the Samsung Galaxy S5, but with that said, TouchWiz in general is a heavy user interface, and I dislike TouchWiz. Just want to put that out there. Now moving on to the camera. Now this is where the Samsung Galaxy A5 is slightly superior over the iPhone. Now the Samsung Galaxy A5, the reason why I say that, features a 13 megapixel camera, which also includes a single LED flash. The camera also records at full HD at 30 frames per second, and it's rocking a whopping 5 megapixel front facing camera, which is crazy. If you're someone who loves selfies, if you use Instagram a lot, this phone is definitely going to be the one for you because of that front facing camera. Now in comparison to the iPhone 5s features a 8 megapixel camera, which also includes the dual LED flash. It records at full HD at 30 frames per second. The front facing camera is a 1.2 megapixel camera, which records at 720p at 30 frames per second also. Now again, the iPhone here for me, in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy A5, I will definitely have to give it to the A5 in terms of the camera, just because of that whopping front facing 5 megapixel camera. The Samsung Galaxy A5 definitely takes it there. Now in terms of price, even though the iPhone is nearly 2 years old, the handset still retails at £450, and the Samsung Galaxy A5, you can go ahead and buy the dual SIM version off Amazon for around £350. So the iPhone is £100 more. Now it's now down to you to decide if this phone is worth the extra £100, or do you think the Samsung Galaxy A5 is more than enough for your needs and wants? So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this handset, the A5 up against the iPhone 5s. Let me know which one you guys would go for. Let me know the reasons why. If you guys are looking to purchase the iPhone 5s or the Samsung Galaxy A5, there will be a link in the description for you guys to go ahead and pick one up. As I said, you can find the Samsung Galaxy A5 in a dual SIM version, so if you're looking for a phone that takes 2 SIM cards, the Samsung Galaxy A5 will definitely be the one for you. But again guys, let me know what you guys think of the handset, and leave all of your comments in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.